Hello, welcome to Zombie Beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zombie Beach, or as I like to call it, the third horseman of the apocalypse.
.com.
.com. as always, with us is your host and Mater D, Jerry,
To obscurity and beyond.
and your beloved co-host and part-time
Cheese boy.
cheese boy. That'd be me, Dan. So that's all I got. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Oh, I got something.
Sure.
I don't know if I'd get in trouble for this or not.
Oh,
Let's see.
please, dude. If let's just say this: if we have not gotten
No. I'm talking about my work.
Oh,
Well, I'm not going to say who I work for, so that'll be okay. So anyway, I from my work, we have this new wellness program, which is actually pretty cool, and I had a very small part in helping put it together. I came up with a slogan for it, and
what was?
I can't say it. I can't say
You can't say the slogan.
I can't say the slogan.
All right, go ahead. Tell me the slogan and then beep it out.
Okay, it's
Oh my God.
there's nothing. There was absolutely nothing else. I just threw that out, and nobody could think of anything better, and so it went by default.
That is hilarious.
And so we have. I had to set up a website called .com, and it's
I like that. That is so funny. So,
because anyway. So part of this program is they encourage you to be more active, and basically because I'm a writer and I'm sitting all the time, and that's all I did this weekend because I was working this weekend. To encourage you to actually get up and move, they gave everybody this like really high tech pedometer that has a USB port, and and you don't have, this is not compulsory. It says you can opt to do this, but if you get it and you wear it and you walk around all day and everything, it records everything you do, basically all your movements,
right.
and then you plug it in your computer and it uploads it to a website. And it's all your steps and how far you've traveled and et cetera, et cetera. And it compares you, and everybody in the company can see it, and and you can see everybody else's.
Does it just record walking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So like if I was a chronic masturbator, it wouldn't.
I don't know if it would pick that up. It would pick it up as steps. So,
I don't
so
know.
maybe that'd be a good idea.
He does 5 steps and then he's not interested anymore. I don't know what the story is with that.
Anyway, so it motivates you to actually do, because now you're competing and everybody can see if you're being a slacker or not. Right?
Well, but here's my question. Okay, yeah, I get it. But honestly, I would get so competitive. It's like I would blow off work and just walk around the house all day, trying to beat everybody out.
Well, there you go.
It seems counterproductive. It's like I mean,
you get to wear it after work too.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like during work hours.
No, it's yours. You keep it. It's yours. But the reason I brought this up is I ran mine through the washing machine today.
It says Jerry walked 4,700 miles today
through the water.
through the spin cycle. We don't know what happened, but
well, it did count 288 steps. But the cool thing, the interesting thing is it survived.
it survived the washing machine?
It survived the washing machine. Now, it came out and the display worked and everything. The buttons didn't work, right? So
Right.
I'm like,
So you had to send it back to
no.
the home office?
This happened today. So I took it apart and there was not a whole lot of water inside because there's a seal, so only a little bit of water got in there, and it was just enough moisture to prevent the buttons from working. And all they are the like little percussion, they're like suction cups.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, with a little tiny piece of graphite at the top of it, and when you press it down, it presses against this thing on the circuit board and makes a contact. And so I just dried everything out and I screwed it back together, put the battery back in it, and it works perfectly. And I plugged it in, and it still uploaded all my dryer spins into the to the website. So it looks like I did pretty good today.
Yeah.
And
so where are you in the running, so to speak?
I'm at the bottom 1%. To obscurity and beyond. Woo!
Yes. Well, you should either be at the top or the very bottom. Why settle for mediocrity?
Yeah, really. I could fail spectacularly.
Exactly, my friend. I think that's brilliant. Wow, the company actually sent you out a pedometer with a USB port.
Oh yeah, and it's actually we got a really good health. Our health benefits got better instead of worse this year. It's the first time that's ever happened.
You know what? Actually, ours did as well. And my premiums dropped.
Yeah, and my premiums didn't drop, but they didn't go up.
Well,
and I got more for them too.
Really?
Yeah. So, dude, it's too bad I can't say who I work for because we totally rock.
Yeah. Well,
But those out there who are listening that actually know where I work, well, then you know.
Yes. Boy, that wasn't cryptic. Those of you who know where I work.
Well, unfortunately, there are some people from work who know I do this podcast, and so
do they listen?
They may. They'll probably listen at the exact wrong moment.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just tune in at the wrong time. Such is life. Good Lord.
So you're not worried about anybody hearing you because we actually have a good friend who doesn't want to be part of the podcast because, unfortunately, he's afraid of
work-related repercussions.
Yeah.
Actually, the guy that does the podcast at our work really enjoys our podcast.
That's great.
He listened to the Yak one and thought it was very funny. And, so he'll probably be listening to this. Every time I post it on Facebook to my 800-plus friends, I think we get some response out of it. But he likes it. He says it's very funny. And he's been doing the podcast there. They've just celebrated their 100 and, I think, second episode of the
that's great.
podcast. Yeah, so he was talking to me about, because I was saying I'd like to get a better microphone and all this if we're, really going to, step up and make this like pro and all that. And he was giving me pointers, but he said, yeah, you guys sound great. He says it works really well and your microphone sounds fine. And that was that cheapy little microphone headset I was using. So
your microphone now sounds good too. So
well, yeah,
hello and welcome ready to all about microphones.
Honestly,
here on Zombie Beach,
we could do a whole thing brought to you by Microsoft LifeChat LX3000 headsets. Buy one today.
Mr. Gates, we'll be expecting that check any day now, right?
Yeah, no kidding. I still haven't received my check. I got the email that AOL and Microsoft were giving away thousands of dollars for just sending the email spam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten my check for that.
Oh, that didn't work out?
No, and the Nairobi Prince hasn't deposited the 18.5 million pounds in my bank account yet either.
That bastard. You can't trust anybody from Nigeria anymore.
You really can't, or Nairobi.
Or
Kiev.
Or Kiev. Well, actually, we don't know that.
No, that is true. They make a good chicken, though.
I watched another episode of Cooking with Hookers.
See, now, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Once you started down that road, it was going to consume your life.
It's not what you think. Well, okay, maybe it is.
It is what you think, yes.
But they don't take their clothes off. There's nothing X-rated happening in the podcasts. But the weird thing is you're seeing like the back rooms of a brothel, right?
Yes.
And just the people who work there and how they get along and how they just talk to each other because they just turn the camera on and they don't care. And
So it's like a reality show, kind of.
it is. It's definitely a total reality show made on a Macintosh with zero. And there, she's like posting it on her Mac account.
Really?
And iTunes, I noticed, doesn't let you search for it. You have to know somehow it's there. I don't know how I found it.
Oh,
I found it because it got popular.
right. So now here's my question. So is there just one cook, or are there many cooks?
Well, there's one cooking hooker who's like the ringleader.
Well, because like they say, if you have too many cooks, it spoils the brothel.
How long were you waiting for that one?
That one has been...
that just popped into your head.
Ever since you said brothel, I'm going, cooking, brothel, oh my God, I've got to fit this in somewhere. It's like, and I'm just waiting for the moment, and it's like I was hoping there'd be a setup. There was no setup, so I had to make my own setup.
Well,
Too many cooks spoil the brothel. Thank you.
He'll be here all week.
I will.
Try the veal. It was made by hookers.
Enjoy the brothe.
What is in that broth? So apparently during this, there was like these guys wandering in and out, and they kept on stopping and look at him and joking with him. And then when they were gone, they were like, Showtime is finally gone. Apparently there was a Showtime show being shot there. It's the
dude, yeah, the Midnight Bunny Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch.
Yes, they had that show on Showtime. It was called Cat House.
Yep.
And they actually did a whole deal on it. It's very creepy and kind of scary in a sex for hire sort of way. And it was just very interesting. But yeah, so wow, that's very interesting that they actually use that as the cooking with hookers. That's very funny. Yeah,
well, it's the girls themselves came up with the show, and they all.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I find it kind of sad and kind of warm at the same time.
It is. It's kind of a bittersweet.
Well, it is because these people are a family. I mean, you could tell they love each other, right?
Yeah.
And yet, and who are we to really judge them?
No judgment here. I mean, just as much as we would not judge a show called Hooking with Cookers about chefs that prostitute themselves.
Or an iPhone app called iPoo.
iPoo, exactly. Reference from the last show. Ladies and gentlemen. So please go back, listen to that show, laugh a little bit, and then catch up to this one. Oh, my God. And there you have it.
iPoo.com.
Yeah. And don't we all?
Yeah, it's so unholy.
Yeah, it is. It's like, honestly, it's the end of the world. If that is where we have fallen.
It's the Antichrist with humor.
Yes.
iPoo.com.
I
Antichrist.
$6.66 charged to your phone.
Monthly. Without telling you. There's a lot of those out there.
Oh, good Lord. Is there a 666.com?
I'm sure there is.
I don't know. I know there was hell.com, and it was for sale for a long time.
666.com. I feel creepy just going.
I know. Just who knows what kind of virus you're going to get.
Oh, okay. It's a black screen.
Of course.
With five menu items, and down below in red it says "R.I.P. Dear Sister."
Oh, great.
What looks.
What happens when you click on? All right, there she is, Jessica Grace Wing. So it's a little tribute site.
Oh, that's sad.
That is.
Why 666.com?
I don't even know if I want to know.
Whoever runs it.
Well, they've got art and
art. Let's see, art.
It's not that exciting art. Stories. Interesting. Why would he do 666.com? I don't know.
Because he can.
I guess so. And he's got his resume. It's Benjamin Wing, been at 666.com. Maybe it's me. But if I had a guy give me this resume and wanted me to go to his website and it was 666.com, I would have a problem.
I would too.
I could see Pat Robertson. I think we're going to pass on Mr. Wing. Thank you, Mr. Wing, but no thank you. Mr. Wayne.
Apparently or at least at the time he wrote this, he's a graduate student in the computational linguistics at the University of Texas in Austin. Austin, by the way, is a very cool city.
Yes.
Have you ever been there? Oh, yeah,
Austin,
you probably
Texas?
have.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've been there in your travels with your magazine writing and stuff.
That's what I do. No, not anymore, though. Not anymore. I would like to. Sadly. Sadly, I do not go there anymore. I would like to. I'd like to go there right now.
You're babbling.
I am babbling. I don't even know. That's what happens. I'm lazing on a Sunday afternoon. That's exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh. Well, I think that's all I got. I don't know.
Well, I was in virtual. I'm going to talk about virtual reality again. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going there.
We did that. We're going to limit that to every other show.
Okay. I should not do it at all. But one thing I do want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to write either a story or a novel, and not say anything about it being in virtual reality, but just have all these things happening that would happen in virtual reality, but just, presented as here and now. I think that would be so cool. Everybody teleporting back and forth and being able to fly whenever you want and getting lost.
Now, that's kind of interesting.
Well, what I was thinking, have you heard of there's a big thing in science and science fiction called the singularity that's supposed to happen within the next 30 years?
Oh, no, what is that?
Well, and there's a lot of people who believe this and a lot of people who poo-poo it, but the fear is, or the prediction is, that we're going to keep, because of the exponential rate that we're creating more powerful and more sophisticated computers and software.
Right.
That at some point it's going to surpass human ability and attain self-awareness. There's a lot of very serious computer technologists who are in the actual business of creating computers who say, "Oh, this is inevitable. We could already see it starting to happen." And once the computers become smarter than us and think faster than us and take over doing science, the computers themselves become the scientists, and the computers start, theorizing and everything, we're going to see this climb of intelligence that goes almost straight up. And after that point, they call that the singularity. And after that point, there's absolutely no way to predict what's going to happen in the future beyond there.
Really?
It's almost like anything that is even remotely possible can and will happen at that point, as long as we stay in control of the computers.
Yes. Now that's the whole premise behind the Terminator and Skynet.
Yeah,
because
but it's
Skynet became self-aware and decided to get rid of all the humans because they were slowing down the process.
Well, so if you take a scenario, because people are actually afraid of that really happening. In all seriousness, I mean, really? Serious people are afraid of that happening. So you can better believe that there are watchdogs keeping an eye on the artificial intelligence programs.
But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
But as long as we are the ones creating the programs and working on the programs, I mean, I can't. It just sounds like a little bit of over paranoia to me.
Okay, there's one thing that gets thrown into the mix that throws all the paranoia into the limelight.
And that would be?
Quantum computing seems to be possible. They're actually experimenting with it, and what it does is it uses just atoms. Now, of course, I'm a layman, and I'm not going to get some of the details correct, but basically it's taking the fabric of reality itself, the atoms and neutrons or whatever that make up solid matter, and using those as computational devices, using them as the switches and the gates that go yes, no, but they do more than that. They could do like 16 versions of yes and no. And so once they start making, they're working on these now, right?
Right.
So you get a computer, you start building a computer that uses just the regular matter around you, maybe the air itself as part of the computer. And it works so, and who was it? It was the guy who did Andromeda Strain in Jurassic Park. What's his name?
Oh, Crichton.
Michael Crichton. He wrote about this in that Time Machine novel he wrote. And he pulled all that right out of current research. The quantum computers are so unbelievably, strangely fast that you actually get results before you ask the question. You actually get the answer before you ask the question because and this is where it gets really, really weird. The computing takes place in another universe.
Wow, that's scary.
Okay, so you start dealing with that kind of stuff. So you've got a computer that uses the matter around it as the hardware, and then you have a program that gets loose in that. So the artificial intelligence program has almost unlimited computing power and then can spread across through normal matter, through your table, through the room, in the air, in you, outside of you, into the ground. The Earth itself becomes part of the computer.
Yeah.
How do you control that once it gets loose?
Well,
it's like the computer virus infects the matter of the planet,
Right.
And the weird thing, and this sounds so totally science fiction, but it is absolutely possible, and they're actually working on it.
Well, see, now that is a scary thought because honestly, I don't want to wake up one morning and have my toaster attack me,
or start arguing about how much butter to put on the toast.
Exactly. No, you need exactly 2.35 ounces, Mr. Ledbetter.
Or your. Did you just send me something?
I did.
Oh, okay. I thought someone.
We'll talk about this in a second, but let's finish this up. But because I think it's very relevant and prevalent, being that they made 5 movies out of Terminator.
Well, your door will refuse to open because it's mad at you.
Right. Well, there were several movies. What was that movie in the 70s about the automated house that kind of gets its own thing and then impregnates the woman? She gives birth to like a little android baby thing or something.
Yeah, and see, the weird thing is we were watching that thing. This is so unbelievable and stupid, right? A computer could do that. And now it's turning out...
And now it can, except
now it can.
I don't think a computer could actually tie down a housewife and impregnate her.
Who knows? When matter itself becomes self-aware, what the hell is going to happen?
So you're saying it's like mind over matter, or matter over mind? If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
It's the matter has a mind. And who's to say that? I mean, I've always said this is where it goes off into religion stuff. I mean, I kind of believe that it does already, right?
Oh, sure.
And I know we're probably getting way too deep for our listeners, but
we
lost them long
time. Like an alarm clock sound we can wake them up with.
Really? Buzzer.
Wake up, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to sell another book. Where's that ring?
Yeah,
Ding.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazon reports you've now sold 5 books.
I think that's a great topic, and I think it is pretty heavy and it is pretty deep. I mean, I know that anything's open for comment here.
Well, and I know I'm not a scientist, and I probably have a lot of the details wrong, but it does seem, I mean, it all starts with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which proves that light will act differently if you're looking at it than when you're not looking at it. When you're actually observing something, you totally affect it.
Really?
And so that mixes up. That's been something that's confounded physicists for 100 years now, and it led into quantum mechanics, and it's where we're studying the basis of reality, and it gets weirder the farther you look into it.
Right.
And it's like we're coming full circle and going back through science into spirituality. Did I say that right? Spirituality.
Spirituality. Yes.
Spirituality. I've crashed.
Spirituality.
So okay, I'm being long-winded. My basic premise is that the things around us. I mean, see, in order for the universe apparently to leap into reality out of possibility, something has to perceive it, and yet it's obvious to me the universe is there whether we're looking at it or not,
Right.
right?
It's kind of
So
like if a tree falls in the forest.
yeah, so something has to be looking at it at all times. So wouldn't that be some omnipresent being that is always seeing everything all at the same time?
Yes.
And so that could either be an external presence, and you know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
seeing everything at all times, or it could be that the things themselves perceive themselves at all time, and that's why they're there.
Right.
Call me a nut. I truly believe that inanimate objects are not quite so inanimate. I do think that there is actual processes going on in like the table in front of me that we have no idea. I think this table really does believe that it's there. You know,
I believe that the Cuisinart in my kitchen has been
plotting against you.
It has been scoping me out like for months now. I honestly, one day I'm going to put some carrots in there, and my whole arm is going to be chopped up. It's just waiting for the day. I'm telling you right now.
How do you know that it's not actually in love with you?
Wow, moving on. That's scary. I don't know. I mean, it's written me poems.
What?
It's written me poems. I got a haiku from my Cuisinart. Dan, you are so awesome.
I'll chop carrots for you.
I'll chop carrots for you anytime you wish.com. Hey, that link I sent you, not mean to divert.
Oh yeah, I think we're done with that topic.
It's a great topic, and if any of you have had experiences with inanimate objects talking to you, please dial 911 immediately and ask for your nearest psychological counselor. So there, let's put a nice bow on that one. No, but this link I sent you...
Well, before you go to the link, I do have to tell you...
Disclaimer?
Inanimate objects talk to me all the time. Okay, go ahead.
Good night, dear listener. Jerry has to make a call.
I clicked your link.
Oh, yes. Now, this is...
Chat roulette, no!
Have you seen this?
Yes.
It is the most socially awkward site I've ever seen in my life. Now, three things about this. Chat roulette.
Did you get this from Twit?
No, this was a friend of mine sent it to me.
Okay, they were talking about this on Twit, and so they're bringing it up on This Week in Tech while they're streaming live video, and he's piping it through, and they're going, Leo, don't do it! Don't do it! There's penises! Don't! He's like, what? He brings up the first thing they see is some guy whacking his penis off, and it goes out on the stream.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's just it is the weirdest damn site ever.
Well, it seems really cool. I mean,
it's the premise is great.
You chat with random. He's not the first person that has done this. I mean, I've seen other implementations of this exact thing a couple of years ago.
Right.
But this is one apparently that's caught on.
Yeah, this is kind of creepy. There's two Asian guys sitting there staring at the camera, and I basically have a blank screen, so I don't have a webcam put up there, but they're staring at my blank screen, and I don't even think they can hear. Oh, they disconnected. Now, the funny part is when you connect, it says, you're connected, and feel free to talk, or it says, looking for a random stranger.
Oh, there's a penis.
Yeah, and that's really what the whole thing is. It's
what the hell?
It's like cyber flashing. Like there's some guy and his girlfriend, just like there's some guy with a lot of hair, looks like he's 10. Yeah, it's very bizarre. So it's chat roulette. There's some guy with no pants.
A Sunday night is not a good night for chat roulette.
No, not at all. Good heavens. It's like, come on, people.
I noticed there's a new button up there, report.
Oh, very good. Yeah, but by the time you report this
Yeah.
person, what the hell is that? It's got, I don't know what that is. That's got,
I haven't spent a lot of time on here.
yeah.
Um,
But you can already tell.
but it seems male heavy because I haven't seen any.
Well, I saw.
Have you seen female genitalia?
Yes. No.
Oh.
Not female genitalia on here. It's like it's mostly just a lot of guys. There was a guy and a girl just sitting there, like they looked like they were bored out of their minds. Just
Well, kind of like I am, because I'm looking at something. I'm looking at a black screen right now.
there's another Asian guy, just hanging there, just staring. I don't know. It's kind of disturbing. It's like I haven't gotten up the gall to actually speak to someone yet,
I don't want to.
and I have no
Oh,
webcam,
a cute girl.
Well, there you go. See,
Uh-oh.
and here's some really fat guy.
It looks like I'm about to see some genitalia.
Oh boy.
Oh,
There you
she's
go.
gone.
So there you go. That's chatroulette.com. So if you're looking for something that's going to make you feel like you're at a junior high school dance, this would be it. Except, yeah, it's just bad.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Oh, I have a yellow screen and music.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, I'm gone.
You know what you should do? You should just go on this, and you should have a sign over your webcam that says "Buy my novel." Put a link, and just let people just have it there all day and let them do their thing. Just let them randomly go through. It's like a running advertisement.
That's a sure way for me to get 5,000 negative comments on Amazon.
I know exactly. Chatroulette.com is not a marketing scheme, sadly.
Not for me.
You know, maybe we should let's put up a Zombie Beach sign that says go to .zom.com and listen to the podcast.
Yeah. I guess we could, huh?
I guess it's a marketing thing. Hey, I should try to do that. Maybe I should. I'll bust out my webcam and I'll make up a little sign and see if I can't get us some more.
Oh, yeah, but like put holes in it, and so you're like looking through the holes. And then maybe a hole and like stick your tongue through it and make your tongue wiggle around.
Oh, dude, that ain't right.
I mean, through the sign.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant through the fly of my pants or something.
Make a sign and put it on your face. Like it's a mask.
Oh.
And just stare at the camera and like wiggle your tongue around and roll your eyes.
Loyal listener. How did we go from self-aware technology to cam roulette? I don't know. I apologize for any mental distress that this may have caused you by talking to inanimate objects.
Well, I tell you what, I had to jump back to self-awareness and the singularity. I had an argument with my laptop the other day, and the argument was about whether or not I was right, and it turns out I wasn't, and so I lost the argument. The laptop was right.
I don't know what to say.
To obscurity and beyond.
Beyond, exactly. Oh, good Lord.
I don't remember the details, but that's basically what happened. I was really angry at the laptop.
You were yelling at the laptop?
I was yelling at the laptop, and I was wrong. The laptop was right.
Boy, that's sad. What have we...
It's the beginning of the singularity already.
It is.
I actually put that on my Facebook that day.
Oh, good God. It's all over now.
Oh, Facebook. That's probably going to be the first thing that goes. Facebook's going to become self-aware.
Yes.
And start rejecting friends.
No. You're not going to be friends with Jerry.
And then stalking people.
Boy, that would actually... There's a story. That's a short story for you.
Yeah,
when
really.
Facebook became self-aware.
And started stalking people.
Yes.
Why is that car following me?
And it started like a whole... Yeah, the big F, blue F.
The big blue F is following me. Ah!
Oh, good God.
And then, then it attacks Twitter, starts a war.
I think there should be that could be your next book. I'm telling you, the social media wars.
Oh, I was writing a novel and I lost interest in it.
Did you? What was it
Yeah.
called?
It was called All You See Is Light, and I don't know. It's just I realized it was turning into a little ego fest, and so
Oh, that happens.
I shit canned it. And the problem is I like the characters I came up with. There's some great characters, and if the main character's got to go,
Right.
so I don't know what's going to happen. I might reuse the characters in something. So I'm not currently working on anything right now, except I'm just working on work because I have this project that's going to kill me if I don't finish it.
Is that the same one you've been working on for
Yeah.
ever and a day?
Yeah, but it should. But yeah, that's. But by the end of, I have to have this project done, and then after that, it should be back to normal.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Maybe and actually things are starting to get more normalized for me as well, and I think we can start having some more regular podcasting.
You had to work all day yesterday too, didn't you?
I did. I was at the motorcycle shop actually working all day yesterday.
Oh, a side job.
Yeah. I was
Business
just
picking up there?
yeah, actually it's doing better. So that's a good sign the economy's back on the rise.
Are they going to want to hire you back, you think?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. And that's fine by me. You know what? I've got a great gig at a company, and
Yeah, it's a
you know,
great company.
they're amazing.
Deal News, right?
DealNews.com. Check it out. Where every day is
Awesome
Black
company.
Friday. Yeah,
I've
and
bought several things because of that now.
me too. I mean, they're just the most amazing, supportive people, and they're fun to work for, and they're quirky and weird, and
In a good way.
in a good way, not in a self-aware toaster sort of way. But yeah, and it works out great. And yeah, I'm there as long as they'll have me, as long as they can put up with me.
And we're not being paid for this endorsement. This is coming
No.
straight from our hearts and the fact that we love them because they're employing Dan.
Yes,
My toaster is behind me now, you know.
it's it's listening.
I have this white toaster and it's like I could swear it's closer to me than it was a minute ago.
You know, this is just like an episode from Twilight Zone. No, you know, it's like Night Gallery. It's like that painting that had the guy coming out of the ground, and every time you'd look at the painting, it was closer and closer. It's like,
Yeah. Then he disappeared in the painting or something?
no, it came up to the door and started knocking, and it was like his dead grandfather that he had killed, and so he went crazy. And then the big twist at the end of that one was that it happened to the guy that set up the whole scheme. And then he ended up getting killed by the guy that he had tried to drive crazy. That's very convoluted, and it really didn't make much sense. But those of you who watch Night Gallery, if you watch the pilot episode, you'll know what I'm talking about.
My toaster is even closer now.
Do you need to go unplug it? Is that,
It's not plugged in.
it's not. Well, it may be Zombie Beach with just Dan next week.
Oh my God, zombie toasters.
Now that's a short film.
Hey, so if the singularity happens and matter becomes infected with AI awareness, and then it gets into a coffin and it brings people back to life, it would be computer zombies, wouldn't it?
Yes, nano zombies.
Nano zombies. Nano zombies. We're onto something here.
Yes.
I don't know what, but
We're onto something.
well, at least it's not iPoo or chat
No.
lead.
Yeah, thank goodness, because those were just way out there. Well, there you have it, Jerry.
Okay, well,
I think we've spent the gamut.
I think so. I'll swell the music. I don't know what we're playing on this one, but I'll choose something really cool.
Find some really good, and
I've got some great music, and I'm not sure if we're going to be playing Blue Wave Theory all the time, but I'm hoping we can get Steve. That's his name. It's 3 Steves in a row.
Yes,
Steve,
3
Steve,
Steves in a
Steve.
funeral.
It's stevessteve.com.
Oh, good God.
Hello, my name is Steve.
They call me Steve.
They call me
Steve.
They call me Steve. Oh, what's my middle name? Steve.
Cooking with Steve.
All right. Well, you take care and you watch that toaster and the Cuisinart.
Yeah, that Cuisinart is. I'm gonna put that under the cabinet right now. That thing's
Okay.
crap out of me. So tune in next time to see if we're still alive.
Yeah.
If the Cuisinart didn't destroy me.
And if we're not here, then maybe it'll be our toasters and Cuisinarts doing the podcast.
Well, what do you think about the show, Toaster? Well, it's toast. I'm feeling kind of Cuisinart.
Cuisinart. Your heart is feeling queasy. Cuisinart.
That is too funny. All right, and with that,
Okay.
once again, the music swells.
Okay. Adios, my
And
friend.
there we go. All right, I'll talk to you later.
.com.
In the hood.
This is Jerry Davis using his best FM radio voice, and you've been listening to Ludivine, their song Pimp of the Perverse off their album Sexoterica. Look them up on .zom.com.